Hi guys, here's your class video for the week starting March the 30th. It'll be Monday, and we'll take off into April this week. It seems like March has already been a year long. I don't know about you guys, but I'm wore out with March. But I know we have a little ways to go. And so it's been a busy weekend for me. I've been sewing face masks for my son's fire department because they do not have enough of those to wear on every one of their runs, and so I was concerned about them, and so me and my mom sewed face masks, and we made a quick trip to Louisville today to deliver those, and then I came back and to make this video for you. So because what we're going through, this situation we're going through is very serious situation, but I wanted to have a little bit of fun with it this week, but at the same time remind you that we should be washing our hands. And so I've embedded a video in our announcements this week, and it's going to give you 10 songs, choruses that you can sing while you are washing your hands. So it's a little fun video, but at the same time, it is a serious thing to take care of our health during this time. And so on the discussion board this week, I've put a discussion board, and I want you to list your favorite song that you want to wash your hands by while we're going through this coronavirus. Just one. It gives you a choice of 10, all right? So choose one of those 10. Mine's Jolene. So if you catch me watching my hands, I'll be singing Jolene, 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 Jolene. All right, but you can pick your own. If you want to submit a video of you singing your hand washing song, go right ahead. But all that's required is that you list one of the songs that you like in the hand washing video. So you just took your test this last week over the classical period. If you had any problems taking that test, I know some of you are taking tests online for the first time, but if you had difficulty with that, please email and let me know what's going on, all right? I really do want to help you through this time, and I know that most of you hadn't intended for this to be an all online class this semester. So if you're having difficulty with any part of that, please email me. And also, if I've sent you a personal email, if I see something that I need to ask you about on my end, please answer that email. Most of you are very good about that. So in your announcements, you're going to see a list of names. And if I've sent you an email and I haven't heard from you, please email me at sthompson0406@kctcs.edu. Communication is very, very important in this last few weeks, as month, as we go and we finish out this course. And I want to make sure that you finish well. So the first video that I'll be embedding in our announcements this week is a little overview of the Romantic period. Now you'll see different time periods listed for the Romantic period, but for test purposes, we're going to go from like 1800 to 1900 or 1910, somewhere in there for the Romantic period. So, but you'll see like 1800 to 1850, because some people distinguish that latter half as the Impressionist period. But we're going to call it all the Romantic period. The part that's different about this than the parts that we've seen in music history before up until now, like in the Baroque period and in the Classical period, where the composers worked for mostly aristocracy. And so they didn't quite have that freedom. We saw that Mozart took those freedoms, for those of you that got to see the movie Amadeus, and he did that at a high price. He died a pauper and was buried in a pauper's grave because he refused to take directions. But in the Romantic period, we see now that the United States is getting on their feet. You know, our Declaration of Independence was in 1776. And so now composers have a little more freedom. We're moving out of that aristocratic era so much. And the music is coming more to the common man and to open public forums. And so we're starting to see composers be able to write what they want to write. And you'll see experimentalism. And then we call this Romantic period because it's very emotional. they are so emotional about their music. They can be happy, they can be sad, but they're very emotional about their period. They'll be angry, but we'll start to see things come about in this program music, where music is written specifically to display certain things within that. And I'll be talking more about that later on, as well as nationalism. Of course, all of this is in your reading, so please go to your content tab and start doing your assignments on Unit 4, the Romantic Period. Actually, some of you have already worked ahead and have those assignments ready and have completed those. So good job, guys. Please try not to wait until the last minute, because sometimes there can be technical issues, either with the internet or with different things going on. And so, just make sure that you give yourself enough time to work out those issues before that assignment expires. The last video that you'll see this week is just a really short snippet about the most important composers in the Romantic period, and it's kind of funny. It's that Quaver video. Y'all know that I kind of like him. He's kind of quirky, but you'll get to see the favorite composers and some of the things that they did. Robert Schumann was a character. You'll see how he tried to expand his wingspan or his hand span as a pianist, because that's a big deal to be able to reach an octave or more as a pianist. And he created this machine, and in the process he destroyed his hand. And so you're going to read about him, and you're also going to read about his wife, who at the time, she was as brilliant composer as he was. Her dad hated him, did not want this marriage to happen. So read all about them and how they're connected to Johannes Brahms, and I'll be telling you more about that next week.